Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. Incredibly huge news today about Danny Elfman has finished the musical score for Justice League. Billboard.com was able to get an interview with him because he's about to receive his Max Steiner Award. And he talked a little bit about Justice League. It's been like 28 years since he scored Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton as the starring role. And he goes back to talk about using the thematic material, using themes, his character themes within his music, which I totally like because I truly believe that separates the DC Extended Universe from the Marvel films. Because the DC Extended Universe, every superhero character seems to have their own musical theme. It creates a character, it makes them that character, and it embellishes that character, and they become greater, larger than life, and you're able to separate each hero out just by listening to their cues. So I'm wonderfully glad that he's able to do that. He goes on a lot more, and this is the part that a lot of people are having a lot of controversy, having a lot of conversation about, and I want to talk about. This actually may be a little bit of a spoiler, and we'll get to that in a moment, but basically he said that he had 2 minutes in this film to say, let's do the John Williams Superman theme. And that for me was heaven, because now I have a melody to twist, and I'm using it in an actually very dark way in a dark moment. It's the kind of thing that some fans will notice, some won't. It's a moment where we're really not sure whose side he's on. And he goes on to say that the contemporary thinking is that when you do a reboot, you start from scratch. And he's saying that's bull. You don't have to start from scratch. You can pull elements from other movies before, even though they never connected to each other. And he pulls out Star Wars, even though Star Wars actually connects to each other. So it's the themes that the subtle things that we learn in life. So the John Williams score, we all know. When we hear it, we know that's Superman. The Batman score that Danny Elfman has done himself, we know that's Batman. So why waste that? Why let that go? That's his argument in any case. So he's bringing that back. He's also created themes for Flash and Aquaman and Cyborg. So he's saying he's bringing the DNA of John Williams, maybe the DNA of his own Batman theme within this thing. So it's not like he's totally changing the soundtrack. Okay, he's not totally changing the themes. I'm expecting to still hear the Hans Zimmer in there, as he put the Hans Zimmer's Wonder Woman score in there because that's the Wonder Woman score. I'm expecting to have that Man of Steel score in there. I'm expecting to maybe change a little bit of the Batman, put his own Batman in, as he has been working with Joss Whedon, and Joss has gone into the post-production, and they're going through the different music, and he's telling him that he should do something here, he should do something here, over here, go crazy, put the Batman theme in there, and I'm thinking he meant Danny Elfman's Batman thing in there. So it's kind of good. In one way, I'm thinking it's honoring the legends from before. It's honoring the superheroes from the past. It's honoring Christopher Reeve. It's honoring Michael Keaton as their title roles, and bringing that into the modern parts, into Henry Cavill, into Ben Affleck, and it's almost forming it together, which I kind of like in a way. It's not totally changing the score, because I do enjoy Hans Zimmer's scores. I enjoy Ideal of Hope. I enjoy the Man of Steel score, and I think that to me really connects me with the Superman of now. But I believe that they can throw a little bit of the John Williams in, and he's only throwing in 2 minutes out of this 2-hour and 30-minute film. So I'm actually really okay with that. The part that is very interesting, though, is in what he said. It's in what he said about using it in a dark, very dark way, and that I'm wondering if it really alludes to the fact that maybe Superman does come back evil first. There was a lot of speculation and a lot of talk that maybe Superman will come in with the black suit. Maybe he's being reborn again through Steppenwolf, and maybe Steppenwolf or Darkseid puts him on the evil side first. There's a lot of talk about, a lot of speculation about that. this is just one more nail in that coffin, if you know what I mean. It comes back in a dark way. It sounds weird because, as you know, John Williams' score of Superman is very uplifting, soaring. You don't have that feeling of darkness. You don't have that feeling of maybe this guy is not a good guy. When you hear that score, you automatically think that's the good guy, right? So I'm not sure what he really means by that, but I'm wondering if this is one of those moments, and I hope I'm not hoping too much because I'm getting chicken skin thinking about it. But remember in Superman Returns, or even the regular Christopher Reeve Superman, where he's lifting something, slowly lifting Zod up, or Brandon Routh Superman slowly lifting the shuttle up, slowly lifting the Krypton up. You have that John Williams score, that dun 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 dun, and it's awesome. It gives me chicken skin. It makes you root for the guy, and it makes you want to fly. I don't know. It just has a great feeling to it, and it's probably mostly all from nostalgia. But if he is able to use that in that way, I can totally get why that would work, and totally bring the legend of Christopher Reeve, Brandon Routh, all the way up to Henry Cavill in one package, in that 1 second moment, and making Superman's return a huge, big deal. And I know for Batman fans, you're also wondering if it's going to have the Batman theme. And just looking at this article, you can go ahead and read it. I'll put the article in the link below. It looks like he's going to put a little bit, and why not? Because it's his own theme. He would probably, in more so than the John Williams score, he'd put his own Batman theme within that. So let's see how it all works out when the movie comes out November 17th, before we kind of judge it on this article, trying to clarify what he really means about it. So let's not jump to conclusions, just wait until November 17th. But it's very interesting to talk about it, and I want to see more conversations about it. So comment down below, what do you think? Do you want any of that John Williams Superman score or Danny Elfman's original Batman score in this Justice League movie? Or you think they should have dumped all of that, be contemporary thinking, and just create new ones, or go with the Hans Zimmer score and just keep it that way? Thank you so much for subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye.